especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play uptight on you. So I know that. Now how do I counterpunch and attack this defense?
Looking to the end zone on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Alabama! First points of the day are on the board.
Yeah, and he did a really good job selling this, dropping back to pass, waiting a little bit of time, and giving his running back a chance to run down the field. He runs the real route. He's open, throws a strike, gets in for the touchdown.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the PAT makes it 7-0. A pretty short drive there, covering 38 yards. And the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone, it's Brown. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Power football with the run. They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. On the run, it's Durham. Got enough for the first. Moves it out to the 34-yard line. A nice 15-yard gain on that one. LSU doing what it always does when they're really good, moving the ball on the ground.
Yeah, trying to find that physical. They get so many great players across the country. LSU has the pick of people in Louisiana. Everybody wants to come there, and you can tell they always find great talent, and they're always able to run the football.
Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Dropping back, it's Nussmeier. Catch in the middle, it's Green. Makes the tackle at the 46, but it's a 15-yard gain to get them into plus territory. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Great job by that defender. I mean, he timed that snap count perfectly, got into the backfield and created the negative play.
The Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Off play action. Throws to the wideout. It's caught downfield. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with the big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. Well, LSU receivers are known for their swagger. That is swagger well earned after that one.
You go outside and you make plays. Like, listen, you have swag, you have confidence, and you usually get a little bit loud recently. Like, listen, feed me the rock. So many great LSU receivers in the past, and it's because of that swag.
They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. He makes the catch. He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
Now, I know that completion isn't a touchdown. It's not a deep play deep down the field, but how about the strong hands by that receiver making that catch? He made that look pretty routine. He had that DB draped all over him and still was able to help this offense get positive points.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking for room. It's Durham. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 of the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. Trying to get the edge on the toss. Once again, finding nowhere to run against this defense. He's knocked down immediately. On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down?
Great coverage on that fourth down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. So now it's second and long. They'll run the option. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Looking downfield, it's Simpson. Fires to the wideout. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. They've already converted a fourth down in this game. They'll try to make it 2 for 2. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. Makes a move. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They've taken a couple of punches to the jaw, and now they'll try to get this offense going down a couple of touchdowns. Fires to the right. It's complete. Knocked down at the 29-yard line. Picked up 15 yards on the play, and he's got a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Here's the handoff. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Caught in the backfield. It's sharp. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
That's really nice catch by the big tight end. Throwing those mitts up there and catching the football.
A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on 3rd down. Quarterback keeper. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin.
Man, that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defensive lineman trying to chase down guys like that.
It's silly because even when it's a design play and it's a design run like here, fine. But then it's scramble plays and then it's passing plays. He's always a runner, just exhausting.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. On the run, it's Durham. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I think one of the keys to this defense's success all season has been how good they've been stopping the run. They're a top 10 unit when it comes to rushing defense, and it's helped them out this year down in the red zone.
On the option. Now the toss. And that one will go and reverse the defense all over that pitch on the option.
And the offense on that option play, they're just thinking we're going to use our speed to our advantage and we're just going to outflank you easily and pick up this first down on 3rd and short. But how about the defense? Everybody's staying home. You saw the speed and their ability to get outside and get a stop, now setting up 4th down.
Despite failing earlier on 4th down, they will try again here. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Intercepted, number 19. Got room on the return. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Oh, man, that is a big-time mistake for this quarterback. When you push the ball in the outer part of the field, man, you got to put that thing towards the sideline more, not where the defender can jump in front. And how about the big-time play down in the red zone and the return all the way down the field? This defense comes up big in a big-time moment.
Well, the offense taking a shot after getting the takeaway. They're in what's called the fringe area. It's not quite the red zone, but it's a good spot to throw posts, to throw goes, to throw deep corner routes, smash routes. And that's exactly what they were thinking that time. Just a little bit off on the throw. Nice play by the defense, but I love the aggressive nature that time by the O.
They're looking at a 3rd down and short from the 33. He wants to change this route. Looking downfield, it's Simpson. Unleashes one deep. And good coverage and better hands on that shot to the end zone.
And this guy has been so important to this defense, the way he plays on the back end. Top 10 in the nation in interceptions. He just has a feel and reads the quarterback's eyes. He almost picked that last one off.
They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. Trying to get the corner. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Back to pass. Makes the catch. It's buried. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Safe completion on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
The Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you. And I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent, but he's making bad decisions.
The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on 2nd down. Just a short pass to the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Back to pass, it's Simpson. Got his man on the outside. Wide open spaces. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up.
On 3rd down, offenses have their plays. What they like in 3rd and short, what they like 3rd and medium, 3rd and long. Great job by the offense having success. Now it's incumbent upon the defense to learn their plays and try to shut it down throughout the game.
The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Got a man. Oh, got enough space. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business. 1st and goal. They've built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
And he'll run out of bounds just short of the goal line. Wanted to get it in, but couldn't quite get home. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Grab behind the line. It's Young. And they get him, and they'll lose yardage on that completion. When a defense is backed up like this, you've got nothing to lose anyway. They're aggressive and create the negative play.
Yeah, they're being aggressive, Reese, and it seems like at this point on the field, they're actually starting to dictate to the offense.
Running out of time here in the 1st half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. The offense changing the play. 3rd and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. That's the way you finish a drive and put up points.
Man, that was beautiful clock management. Great job by this offense, sustaining the drive, not getting too much in a panic, and finishing the drive with a touchdown with not a lot of time on the clock.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. So they start in a great spot, move the ball 34 yards, and they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Just enough time for one final play in this half. On the direct snap, it's Anderson. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Nussmeier. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. I guess they're trying to send a message to start this second half, lined up for an onside kick. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Great place to start for this offense. Behind the line, it's Edwards. It's a running room. He stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Alabama just did work on the ground. Let's see if they go right back to it. Got it behind the line. It's Bernard. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast. They force a negative play.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Looking to throw at Simpson. Caught behind the line. It's Washington. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Wants to throw it. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Man, they just couldn't find a hole. Down in the red zone, the field shrinks. So much harder to complete those passes, but 4th and short. Now, decision time, baby.
Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. And as a holder picks his spot, it'll be a 25-yard attempt. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And they'll push that lead out a little further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Week to week, it's so tough to figure the Mountain West, which is why this one is notable. Wyoming has opened up a can, and the result is what's shaping up to be one of the more lopsided affairs of the entire day. They're up 14 over Boise State. The moment something changes in this Mountain West fight, you will hear about it here. Back to you guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air on 1st down. Buys a little time with his feet. Got away from trouble and got rid of it.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly. And that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any completions.
A 6-yard pickup that leaves them with 3rd and 4.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
Caught in the backfield, it's Perry. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding third and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a fourth down.
Big tight end makes the grab, first down, still on his feet. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's fourth down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
LSU with the 1st and 10 here. Caught in the backfield at screen. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Johnson wants to throw it. Looking deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down. The 3rd down's coming up.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game. So they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. LSU moving the ball quickly down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Caught in the backfield. It's Berry. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Just going to keep it after the snap. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down.
Well, I don't know what the quarterback saw on that last play, but he made a pretty quick decision that he was just going to tuck it and run it, and his offensive coordinator is glad he did. How about the speed by the QB on that play?
Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. They got 0 push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield. Trailing by multiple possessions in the 3rd and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Quick completion on the out. And he'll be short, or maybe he stopped himself short.
Love the coverage on defense there. 4th down. They were ready for the pass. And you saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. Wide receiver going in motion. Back to throw, it's Simpson. They're working that left side. Looking for room at the 40. Turns on the Jets. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 at the 11.
And that's how you flip the field really quickly. Go from being on your side of the field, creating the explosive play, getting some momentum for this offense, and getting towards scoring position.
They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. The give to the running back from the shotgun. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Hand off from the shotgun. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever, third and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running, so nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a third down opportunity that's in their favor.
So we open the final period with a third down play. Handoff from the gun. Touchdown, Bama! And the stomping has commenced. They tack on another score, and how about the way this team has responded to a loss and now about to move to 9-1. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Scanning the field, it's Nussmeier. Gonna take a shot. Makes the grab down the left side. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. The 10. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, LSU.
And this offense finally gets something together and gets on the scoreboard. It's not over yet, but this is a good sign, man. They got the positive momentum. See if they can build on this, even though we're in the fourth quarter.
Looking for the two-point try. Makes the grab on the left. He stopped short of the goal line, and they are unable to get the two and cut this to a two-possession game. They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. Tide offense rolls onto the field. Motion from the wideout. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. The quarterback's a little more on target there. Maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They built a huge lead. Now, incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
Under fire. Going over the top. He holds it in, and nobody's close. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it up to 14.
Well, it really just feels like they are trying to make a statement to everybody in college football. They've got a lead, they've got it late, and they are still putting it on this defense. They are still letting it fly. They're airing it out, trying to light up the scoreboard.
And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened here.
Fighting off the defender. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block that. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
Grab behind the line. It's Young. Touchdown time! And the beatdown has ensued. That one pushes this lead out a little bit more here in the fourth, and now they can smell 8 straight wins.
And listen, if I have a playmaker at running back like that with that kind of speed, yeah, I'm going to throw the swing to him too. He drops back, surveys the field. He says, I know my guy can make a play, gets the ball in his hands right now on the swing. He does the rest, gets in for the touchdown.
Some extra work as this lead has really grown. No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wide receiver comes in motion. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Fires to the middle. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You've got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Motion from the wide receiver. Keeps it on the bootleg. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And I tell you what, this defense, they've heard all about how great this quarterback is. They came in today with a mission, with a purpose. They've been flying around, harassing him, and making life so hard on this offense.
The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. Setting up the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass, as it just never developed.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And the pass is incomplete on fourth down, but hold on just a second. We've got to see what the flag's about.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. To the air, it's Nussmeier. And they can't make the connection.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback in this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync. And that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
On the snap, it's Johnson. Pocket breaking down. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. They go to the wide receiver screen. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. LSU quick to the line.
Well, I'll give this offense some credit because they've got a lot of fight. There is no quit in them, and they're obviously trailing by a big amount in this game. They haven't had a lot of success, but they're still taking shots, and their players are still out there competing.
LSU getting set on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. And some room to work. Almost had a lot more room there, but he'll go out of bounds at the 36.
He runs out of bounds at
We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. On the direct snap, it's Johnson. Throws to the wideout. On target over the middle. They finally make the stop, but the defense out of sorts against that Wildcat, and they give up a big play.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get two bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Finds his big tight end. He's into the end zone for the two-point conversion, and they shave a couple more off of this lead. They marched 78 yards down the field, and he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. At this point, a comeback would take one of the biggest miracles in the history of the sport, but they'll line up for the onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. Here comes that Alabama offense. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today, too, David. They had a...
There he goes. It's a seam wide open. Touchdown, Alabama! And the pummeling has started. They tack on another score, and how about the way this team has responded to a loss and now about to move to 9-1. That one might have put the finishing touches on this game.
This one is over. Game, set, match. The defense had a chance to maybe kind of keep their team in it, but the offense said, take it to the locker room.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Interesting matchup this week in the Mountain West, and it sure is playing out that way. Wyoming is currently up big right now in a game they'll be talking about in Laramie for some time. They're up by 28 over Boise State. The Mountain West likes to keep things interesting, fellas, and we'll circle back if anything big happens.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Johnson looking to throw. Pickoff, what a play to set him up.
And this is exactly the situation you want to get in as a defense. You got the lead late in the football game. You know they got to throw, and what do? You get to the quarterback, you hit him, and you get pressure on him, and then what happens, Palmer?
Yeah, it's complimentary football, David, no question about it. They're just putting the hammer down right now with the lead, and the defense playing accordingly, now giving it back to their offense for an opportunity to pad this lead even further here as we're in the fourth quarter.
Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. Not only the scoreboard, but the clock on the side of the offense as they take a knee, though the D can stop it a couple more times. Well, this defense has made a couple of big plays, and now they'll try to stand tall on 3rd and goal. It's really easy to get caught up in the emotion of a rivalry game. We did, and certainly this was a huge win.
Yeah, and you started, you circled it, you were ready for this team. This is the rivalry you put a lot of stock in all offseason. You're talking about this game in particular. You go out and get the dub. It's a relief because you definitely wanted this team.
And it's bragging rights for everybody, for the coaching staff, for the fans, but how about for the players as well? For another 365 days, you can talk about how you went out, you dominated, and you beat your rival. A lot of these guys are going to go on to the NFL. They'll be in locker rooms next year. They'll be talking about this for a long time.
Thanks.